Welcome to Care to Travel.
And welcome to Kandy. So we're currently walking around Kandy city centre. It is very busy.
Very busy.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, way busier than sort of places in Thailand.
Yeah, way busier.
Yeah.
Seems like everywhere in Sri Lanka is busy. There's always people about, there's always people doing something, there's a tuk-tuk on every corner.
Even driving like through the mountains, it was busy. Like there was people, like, I don't know.
It's interesting. It's cool.
It's really a very densely populated place.
Yeah. We've now made it to Kandy Lake. And it's actually very pretty.
It is.
Even though it's like slap bang up against the busy hecticness of Kandy city centre.
Surrounded by beeping tuk-tuks and cars and stuff. But
it's a very busy place.
seen some turtles.
Turtles.
A dead fish.
Dead fish.
Bird,
some birds
and a giant
and
monitor lizard,
that's it.
which I thought was a crocodile in the first place.
Very well. Yeah, we're just having a wander around.
It's not a bad temperature actually.
It's actually a lot cooler.
It's had a nice lolly.
Because yeah, when we got here it was super busy traffic and I was like, I don't want to go out again in the tuk-tuk. So it's probably really hard to make out on the camera. But behind me are about 60 bird nests. Storks, cormorants and another kind of stork I don't know the name of. Which is why the ground is white. I'll let you figure that one out. Kandy Lake is actually full of life. There's enormous monitor lizards. There's ducks, there's so many different birds. There's probably fish in there, there's turtles. It's kind of cool, considering the city. Sue just said.
Oh yeah, like considering Kandy's quite a busy, like dirty city in terms of like pollution and stuff, I guess, that I wouldn't expect so much nature and wildlife to be living in the centre of it, really, but
it's quite cool.
It is.
I'm being really cute and I'm going to send some pictures of birds I took to my parents because they like birds. And some of them look cool, so I thought my parents would tell me what they are.
Zoomies.
So we have driven up a huge mountain in our little tuk-tuk, mainly in first gear.
Just about made it.
Just about made it. And we've come to Ambuluwawa Biodiversity Complex, which has this enormous tower. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of people already up. But it was some amazing views getting up here. And we'll see if we can actually get to the top or not. Yeah, we never had much luck with the weather. There's a bit of sun down there. One spot.
Oh yeah.
Way down there.
You miss me, but you are so dumb. You know that I'm here. I'm here. Come when you want. You know I'll always pray for you, little boy.
Now start of the spiral bit. We're quite high up. And it's very busy. So he's gone down. I'm going to try and press on and get as high as I can, but it's very busy. So unfortunately, it's extremely busy. Pretty sure it's a school trip or two, or three.
There's literally like coach loads of...
And there's literally like a queue all the way up the top of the tower, and people are pushing in, and I'll just like, some like entrances are really small. Like,
yeah, they're ridiculous.
I literally can't get through with my backpack. So, that's an entrance. Right, let's head down to the main.
Very wiggly tail.
All wigglies.
You know that I'm here.
So yeah, there is no way of getting to the top. Well, there is, but you'd have to wait like an hour and push past like 100 people. The guards at the moment are actually trying to get people to come down, so I think lots of people are just standing up there. Hey ho, these things happen. Still pretty cool. Still pretty good view, like everywhere else. I'm still glad I came. Regardless of how busy it is, it's still very cool.
Never seen quite a lot of that.
Nope. You said it looked like...
I said it looked a bit like Gaudi's like buildings in Barcelona, how it's like kind of like that melting, like, it looks like it's falling apart sort of style. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And I said it looks like someone's like handcrafted it, and the government has been like, actually, yeah, you can keep it.
Also a little bit Harry Potter-esque.
Yeah.
If it wasn't like white.
I feel like if you had a lightning storm behind it, it'd be like really,
Yeah.
it'd be like a wizard is in the tower.
Like it feels like it could get like that with the clouds.
Yeah, the clouds are closing in at the moment. Hey ho, let's head off. So, we've just had a very stressful 2 hours of driving around in the tuk-tuk because we left Ambuluwawa, and I was like, right, we need to get petrol because there's a shortage at the moment. Sort of shortage, I'm not going to get into it. And basically I ended up driving around for 2 hours, went to 6 different petrol stations and finally found one. But it was very stressful because if we didn't get it today, then we would have to find something tomorrow on the way to Ella. And
yeah, we can't wait to get up early and leave tomorrow because we didn't want to have to like
faff around trying to find a petrol station.
Yeah.
But apparently it's worse in Kandy, so hopefully once we get out of Kandy on the way to Ella it won't be an issue. But we've got a full tank of petrol and we've now come to the Royal Botanical Gardens.
Yeah.
We're now walking down probably the most famous sort of very busy street in the Royal Botanical Gardens, the Cabbage Palm Avenue, I believe. And everyone's saying hi to Susie.
Yeah, not to Rowan.
No, not to me. They don't care about me.
He's not pretty here now.
No. Yeah, hopefully get some nice pictures. It's because she's blonde. She's not even really blonde. She's blonde enough.
I won't be blonde
Imagine
soon.
if she actually had her hair dyed.
Yeah, if I had like got my fresh highlights, they'd be
They would have stolen her.
all over me.
I'd finally have some peace. Like a little oasis in the middle of a lot of hecticness. So behind me is the queue to get on the suspension bridge. So we're not doing that. Gonna go find the other 2 palm alleys. So we actually think we've now found the iconic palm tree shot.
These ones are sturdier looking.
They are. They look
And
really
they've got
cool.
little baby ones growing in between.
Yeah, the other alley was a bit, for lack of a better word, run down. But this one's like a bit more pristine.
Run-down palm trees.
It's really cool though.
These ones are just like really straight and like, so I say well made, but
Well grown.
yeah. Genetic mutations.
This is one lane. Meant to be one lane. There's currently 4 or 5 abreast. So we were walking back the other night, and a guy is walking ahead of us. Oh, this morning?
Yeah, it was this morning.
Oh, it was this morning.
After breakfast.
A guy ahead of us, like, turns around and is just like, "Oh, don't you recognise me?" And just like, no. He's like, "Oh, I work at the hotel." It's just like, "I'm not in my uniform today. I'm off today." And he was like, "You'll see me tomorrow in my uniform." And then proceeds to talk a bit, and then
he was trying to get us to go. Or he was asking what we were doing, like what we were planning and like getting up to today, blah blah blah. And then he was like, "Oh, you should come to the market. It's only on today." Is that what he said?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, you can get some trousers like you're wearing, get nice shirts and blah blah. Just today." And we were just like, "Oh no, well that's cool. No, we got like plans, stuff." And he's like, "Oh, follow me. We'll take you." And we're just sort of like, "Yeah, no." But we like followed him along because he was literally walking in the direction we needed to go in anyway. And then he sort of like went across the street to take us over there, and we were just like, "No, bye."
He was like, come, and we were like, no, bye.
And then the realisation that none of the staff in our hotels wear uniform, and it's just actually like a homestay sort of thing. So it's just a family, and they're all like slightly older gentlemen,
Yeah.
and this guy was like, I don't know, like in his 20s, 30.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just a big, well, tried to just not scam us, he tried to get us to the market, and then who knows what would have happened. But yeah, we're not silly.
It was interesting. It was quite a clever way of doing it. Like, you're not going to question someone if you don't recognise them, are you? It's just embarrassing. But...
It was kind of only afterwards we're like, our hotel staff don't have uniform.
And we've only seen
we're
three
just
people.
like, that's a massive lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the hotel guy here is like a 60-year-old man.
Yeah, he's really
pretty
sweet.
cute, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, just kind of funny. But we've been, we're too streetwise. Yeah. Kandy's been great. Wouldn't want to stay more than 2 nights. There is stuff to see around it, and we could have gone to some temples and stuff, but we spent most of the day driving around looking for petrol. But the Botanical Gardens was great. That big tower was great. Just too many people. Now on to Ella.
Let's go to Ella.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're still in Kandy. We're just about to leave to head to Ella. Map says it should take about 3.5 hours.
Bruh.
Bugs. But probably take us more like 5. Just how it is. And we'll probably stop for some food and stuff.
The traffic's been awful around here. I don't know if it'll be still
Traffic in Kandy's pretty mental. I think it gets better.
Slightly better this morning, just then. I don't know.
We're a lot earlier than usual. Though.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, all loaded up. Full tank of petrol.
Oh, yeah.
It is raining a bit, but it's just amazing still. Still getting the looks in our little tuk-tuks. It's pretty amazing. So we have made it to Ella.
Woo.
Along, what's the time now? So it's 10 to 3. We left at 9:30. It's 5.5-ish hours, and the last half an hour has been spent figuring out how to actually get up here on roads that are only just as wide as the tuk-tuk and bumpy as that is. It's been an adventure, but this is our view. Bit misty, but it'll get better. Yeah, we made it. And it turns out you meant to park on the main road and walk up, but that's fine. So we're now walking down the route we should have walked up. We made it though. Our tuk-tuk made it. But I think when we come down, I'm just going to park on the road down here somewhere and leave it down
with our bags,
here.
it wouldn't have been so fun though.
No, with our bags it would have been a proper hike up, but I should probably concentrate walking down these steps.